Just wanted to come live real quick this morning while I'm on my way to work. You guys, I want to talk real quick about the lady that was on tonight's conversation with Ace Metaphor. You know, the one with the 7 babies, a single mama with 7 kids by the one dude. But for some reason, she thinks she deserves a high value man. I mean, y'all got to get more realistic than that, right? There's no way. There's no way. And on that show, I think what's her name? Kitty Rose or whatever her name is, just basically told the woman, more than likely, you're going to have to get back with the baby's daddy. And then the lady, shook her head, frowning, all no, like, that's not going to happen. But this man was okay for you to have 7 kids with, right? He was okay for you to have 7 kids with. But when Kitty Rose said you might have to get with your baby's daddy, you don't want to? You don't want to get back with him? What's going on, Almond Eyes? But yeah, so in that instance, how is that this man is good enough to lay with and have 7 kids with, but when Kitty Rose suggested that you might have to get back with him because no other man probably would not take you on, you got a problem with that, you know? And what I understand now is that that lady, those kids are under 12. She has 7 kids under the age of 12 years old. And this woman is 33 years old. So she's been with this dude probably ever since the age of 23. You know what I'm saying? Because all these kids are under 12. 7 kids under the age of 12. So, somewhere up in there, since she was about at least 23 years old, she's been with this dude knocking out babies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she crazy. She crazy. she and the fact that she went on the Ace Metaphor for advice, you're right, Almond. She crazy. She crazy. But yeah, I think she deserves a high value man. Any man that take her on with those 7 kids, he's got to be, he's got to be a high earner. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have to be somebody who's making well above 250 grand a year, probably more than that. Because you got to think those 7 kids, and then he's got the woman to think about too, and a house. So with 7 kids, you're looking at like a 4-bedroom house at least, on the minimum, 4 bedrooms. You know what I'm saying? One for you and her, and then, 2 kids per room, right? Two, and then the last room might have 3, depending on the male female dynamic on the kids. But I'm just saying, you gotta take all that into account. Then you got clothes, shoes, jackets, toilet paper, tissue, just everyday house, just everyday stuff, with all these people. Then you gotta look at the insurance for the kids, right? Y'all, a lot of these women, a lot of y'all women don't be thinking that's money. You got that shit adds up over time, right? So I'm back. Okay. So the point I'm trying to get to is that a man that makes that type of money, he's not going to want to take on all that responsibility, to be honest with you. That's too much of his time. That's too much of his energy. You know what I'm saying? It's too much. I mean, what man that makes that type of money wants to deal with, pretty much a ready-made family like that? Unless he's older and he's got the money and he's got a couple of kids of his own, but still, now he's taking away from his kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's possibility over probability, right? Everybody want to live in this Disney Wonderland fairy tale of the possibilities where anything's possible. You hear that all the time. Anything's possible, but the probability is, that ratio is not good. You know what I'm saying? You got to be more realistic. And what I find out is that a lot of times in this community, we're looking at things through that Disney fairy tale lens. We're not looking at it through reality. We all want that feel good. You know what I'm saying? Anything that makes you feel good, right? Because we all know how Disney is. Disney is that, anything's possible. All you got to do is dream. All you got to do is wish hard enough. Is that once you wish upon a star, all your dreams will come true. You know what I'm saying? That's how Disney throws it at everybody, and everybody, they see that, and they, get in their emotions and their feelings, and it sounds good. It makes them feel good. So everybody, hope and wait, sit and wait. Your man will come through. Your Prince Charming will arrive. One day. You fed all this BS. So when reality slaps you in the face, you don't want to accept it, right? And that's the thing with this lady. She don't want to accept reality. And a lot of people, a lot of these women in the sisterhood, what I understand, came at the Kitty Rose, saying, Kitty, how could you tell that woman that? How can you tell that woman that she just need to get back with her man and all? I mean, you laid there and had 7 kids with this dude. You mean to tell me if this dude wasn't somebody of marriage material? I mean, that just makes you look stupid as the female. You spend all this time having kids with this guy, but he's not marriage material. He's somebody you can't get. You rather get with somebody who's coming in brand new. You have all this time with this one guy that you had your kids with, but you expect somebody else to come in and take over the burden. You expect somebody else to come in and marry you, but you didn't expect marriage from the guy that you had the kids with. Too many of us in the Black community, we do this stupid shit. He's good enough to spread his, he's good enough for you to spread your legs to, but he's not good enough for you to marry. What were you thinking all these years having kids with him? What's going on, RBN? How you doing, brother? Thanks for coming through. But yeah, how can you have all these kids with this one dude, but then he's not good enough to marry? But you expect the next guy to come in and be the one to take on all this responsibility. It's it's that stupidity for me, man. It's that delusion, straight delusional. Like I said, that y'all, and you're not even, like I said, they're not even thinking about what this guy has to go through, the personalities that this guy has to deal with. It's all about them. It's all about me. I need this. I want that. That guy has to deal with you and 7 other kids. So that's 8 personalities this guy has to deal with. But you expect a high value man to come and swoop you up and save you and your kids. Because he ain't just picking you up. He has to deal with your kids too. And then you got to look at, what if your kids don't really like him? We all know a lot of times these women don't want you to discipline their kids, right? My kids come first. So in that instance, if their kids come first, you really ain't gonna have no say so as a man trying to deal with that, right? And if one of those kids don't like you, they're gonna make it hell on earth. There's always going to be something, and then you can't really discipline them because the mom don't want you to. You know what I'm saying? It's all it's a headache. It's a big headache. And then if the woman, if one of the kids decide to lie on you and say you touched them, and you know what I'm talking about, in some type of way, then now you got that to deal with. It's not good. It's not a good deal for the man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but like I said, Kitty was right on that. She should definitely look at the dude that she had the 7 kids with, because the probability of her getting a man that's going to take on all that responsibility is slim to none. Just right off the rip, it's slim to none. Like I said, then it's the house situation, because he's going to have to move her and her kids in with him. Because I'm pretty sure right now, more than likely, wherever she's staying, it's probably not her. You know what I'm saying? She probably don't own it, put it that way. She's probably Section 8ing it. You know what I'm saying? More than likely, that's what's going on with her. She's probably Section 8ing it, with those 7 kids. So he's going to have to get a house and move them in with him. So I'm busting my ass, making all this money because I'm going to have to be a high earner. I'm going to have to make some money in order to take y'all on. So I'm going to work, busting my ass, moving you into my crib, right? Because I'm pretty sure she's not going to want to work. You know what I'm saying? So that's another issue. She ain't going to want to do nothing. And guess what? Now I got to bust my ass to work and make all this money to provide for you and your kids. But when I come home, everything's in disarray. I get no respect. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Does that make any sense to anybody? Kids not respecting me. The woman is not making the kids respect me. The woman is not disciplining her kids. I can't discipline them. But yet I'm supposed to be the one to come and save them. Right? Ain't that's what Boyce Watkins and Dr. Umar keep saying? We're supposed to come and save these kids. And from what I understand, Boyce the other day did a video saying that, you know, why are these men not liking kids because they don't want to marry these women with kids? So in Boyce Watkins' mind, if I don't want to be a stepfather, that means I don't like the kids. I'm blaming the kids. You can't make this shit up, man. You can't make this shit up. Just because Boyce decides to marry a woman with kids, he feels like everybody else should. It shouldn't be a problem for other men to do it. And if you don't do it, you're less of a man. Right? But what kills me is that what these guys don't understand, when they talk like this, they're sounding just like these women with the sign. It's straight sign language. You have men using sign language on other men. Make that make sense, right? Make that make sense. But yeah, like I said, Umar, still want to try to put everything on the men as if we're supposed to come and save them. But Umar has what, 3 kids by 3 different women? Why not marry your again? Why not marry your baby mamas, Dr. Umar? Shit. But yet you have the nerve to say that women are doing all this stuff because the men are not stepping up and blase and the yada yada yada. You know? I'm trying to figure that out. Make any of that make sense. But yeah, you know, it's as men, we don't get the respect. We don't get the, you know, the acceptance or the gratitude. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like everybody they expect the men to do everything, which we don't mind doing, which we are doing a lot, you know what I'm saying? But when we do it, y'all don't realize that takes a toll on us as men, right? And as that goes, right, we don't, a lot of times as men, we don't get that adoration, you know what I'm saying? We don't get that gratitude, right? Nobody's grateful. So if you want the men to do everything, but yet not give them any gratitude for it, why should they do it? Right? Why, as men, why should we do it? You know, even though our bodies are designed for more, right? Our bodies are designed to take on more stress, to do more things physically and all that, right? And as men, we know our roles in the marriage, in the relationship. We know our roles, and we don't mind doing it. We don't. When we take on a woman, if a man decides to take on a woman and her kids, he knows his role. He knows his role as a man, right? So, but he also knows he's going to be responsible for you and your kids. So that means he's going to have to put down some rules, regulations, some discipline and all that. So when you take that away from him, you're just saying, oh, I just want you for your money. I just want you for your provision. That's it, and your protection. Anything else, because I'm not going to take your advice on nothing. You know, I just want you to procreate. You know what I'm saying, and provide some money to take care of me and my kids. That's all you're telling them. And like I said, men, we don't mind. We do not mind being the providers. We don't mind taking care of who we decide to take care of. But in return, we need that gratitude. We need that appreciation. You know? So if we're not getting that, if y'all just think we're just a never-ending source of energy, like we can just, you know what I'm saying? We need to be poured into is what I'm saying. We need for y'all to, you know, show us, once y'all show us gratitude and appreciation, we're good. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're pouring into us so we can, again, pour back into you. But if you're not pouring into us, how can we pour into you? Right? When we're worn out and beat down from life, having to do all this work and sacrifice, then if we don't have nobody pouring into us, we can't go back out there and work to provide for you and your kids, and you know what I'm saying, and pour back into you. So it's like y'all women think that men are just, you know, like Superman. You know what I'm saying? We get our energy from the sun's rays, you know, from the earth's sun. That's what y'all be thinking. And that's not the case. We're not a never-ending source of energy. We don't get our energy from the sun. You know what I'm saying? We're not Superman, right? So, but if that is the case, let's say if we can just rejuvenate and get our source of energy from the sun, why do we need you women? If you're not going to pour into us to give us the energy we need to go out and fight our battles, then if we can get that source of energy from somewhere else, why do we need you? Because it doesn't make any sense for me to pour all my energy into you, but I'm not getting anything back from you. Right? It doesn't make any sense. Right? What sense does that make? If I can't get anything from you, but I'm pouring into you, but you're not pouring into me, what do I need you for? You know? I can't do anything with that. The only thing, then it only becomes, you know, the only thing you can do for me is give me a nut. To be honest, straight up. Let's keep it a buck. That's all it comes down to now. You're not pouring into me, but you expect me to pour into you. If you're not giving me what I need, why should I give you anything? If I can just be like Superman and draw my energy from the sun, I don't need you to pour into me. All I need you for is whenever I want to release. That's it. Point blank. And keep it moving. You know? All right, I know what I'm getting. I know what I'm getting. I know there's not going to be nothing else but that. I don't expect nothing else. I'm not being robbed or anything. You know what I'm saying? Like what they say, a fair exchange is no robbery. And that's all it is. At this point, it just becomes a fair exchange. I know what to expect. You know what to expect. I'm not here to provide for you. I'm not here to do nothing. But every now and again, knock you down. Maybe pay a bill or two, you know, a phone bill, car note, whatever. I mean, I'm just saying, you know, if you got it like that. But you know what I mean, right? It's like I said, we know what it is. It is what it is. You're right, Almanaz. You're right. We must pour into each other. And that's what we're designed to do. We are designed. Men are designed to pour into the women. Women are designed to pour into the men. But and like I said, this is not all cases, but in most cases, a lot of cases, it's just the men pouring into the women. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the way it's supposed to be. Like I said, it goes both ways. And you can look at it as, men use women, women use men. We use each other. But there's a good way of doing it. There's a positive way of doing it. And we need each other. We do. We need each other. But when it's one-sided, it doesn't work. You got one person being drained, all his energy is being drained, but he's not getting anything in return. So how is he going to be able to provide for his family when he's empty? You see what I mean? It's crazy. It's like a lot of these women, they want the men to do everything. They want. And men don't mind doing it as long as we can get something back from it. You know what I mean? And it's not like we're saying, well, what are you going to do for me? What are you going to do for me? But we know as men, we have to provide. We have to. So in return, it only behooves the woman to treat the man with some type of dignity, respect, admiration. You know what I'm saying? To pour back into him. We'll do it, but we can only do it for so long. After a while, we're done. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people don't understand, man. They think that we're just supposed to keep on providing, keep on doing this, keep on, just breaking our backs. But we can only do it for so long. It's like I notice a lot of people come into these relationships scared. You know what I'm saying? They have this scarcity mindset. It's always about, what about me? What about me? And like I said, but what they don't understand is, if you're not doing your part to make it work, it's just not going to work. If the man is pouring into you and you're just receiving, but you're not giving anything back, it's not going to work. It's like a round robin. You know what I'm saying? It has to be, him pouring into you, you pouring back into him. But what I see a lot of times is a lot of women, they feel like, well, if I do this for him and if he don't reciprocate, then I look like a fool. But what they don't realize is that man is going to reciprocate. That's his job. His job to reciprocate is to go out and provide, right? His job is to go out and provide. His provision, his protection, his procreation, and his problem solving. That's what he does. And he can't do that if that woman is not putting anything back into him. That's crazy. I don't understand why a lot of women go through life thinking that man is just supposed to do for them without them doing anything in return. But that's what a lot of guys are asking when all this save your community black man talk be going around. The men want to know, hey, what do I get? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's only natural. It's only right for that man to be able to go into a relationship. If he decides to get with a woman with kids, he needs to know that, hey, I'm in charge of this, or else it ain't gonna happen, right? That man who decides to take on a woman with kids, he needs to be able to, that's him, that he's gonna run that. Everything goes through him. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times in our community, man, it's like the man is he's just supposed to be there to do what everybody want him to do. And he get what he get. What little scraps he get, he gotta be happy with it. Because that man doesn't have to get with that woman that has a child. He doesn't. There's no law, no rule, you know what I'm saying? No governing body that says that he has to marry a baby mama. There's nothing out there that says that. But in our community, we try to shame men. We try to, bully them. We try to guilt them into marrying baby mamas, making them think that it's gonna be all gravy, that everything's gonna be good, but in reality, it's not. You know, every now and then you might find a woman who raises her kids right, who raises her kids to be respectful. You know what I'm saying? But like it's a crapshoot. It is. It's a crapshoot. Some men might be okay with it. Some men are not. And in this woman case with the 7 kids, if she does get with somebody, he's not gonna be a high earner. You know what I mean? He's not gonna be, somebody that's making 200, 300, 400 grand. Because that's what it's gonna take. It's gonna take somebody in the high 6 figures, probably close to the mid six figures, to take on her and her 7 kids and be comfortable, right? To where she doesn't have to work. Because like I said, I know you already know she ain't gonna want to do nothing. I said, I don't know how she got them tickets for Ace Metaphor. I think she had a VIP. I think she had a VIP pass or some shit. And them things cost almost what, $200, $150 or something like that. Hey, the Ace Metaphor tickets ain't cheap, especially if you get a pass, a VIP pass. Or she had a VIP pass, something hanging from her neck, hanging from a lanyard. So, but yeah, it's a trip. But like I said, everybody was coming at Keita Rose, Kitty Rose, however she said her name. But yeah, they was on her ass about what she said. But she was right. That woman needs to get with her baby daddy. And if he's not an option, I don't know why you went and had them kids with him, but if he's not an option, you just go after, you won't get no high value man, put it that way. You will be lucky to find a man that makes enough money to take on you and your kids. Because it's not going to be cheap. Depending on where they stay at, like I said, at the minimum, a 4-bedroom house. Then you got to look at the cars. He's going to need a car to get back and forth to work. She's going to need a car for them 7 kids, which ain't no G-Way go fit no 7 kids. You know what I'm saying? She goes, and what black woman is gonna be comfortable driving she gonna need like a minivan or something. And how many black women we know in the community gonna be comfortable driving a minivan? You know what I'm saying? They gonna want either some type of Tahoe, Suburban, you know what I'm saying, something like that. Denali XL. You know, I don't know if they have enough room for 7 kids. Suburban. I want to do Suburbans make? Do they have a bench seat in the back? Are they gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? You got 1 kid in the front, 2 in the middle, that's 3. You're gonna need something that fit 4 in the back. I don't know. I don't even know if they make them with bench seats anymore. They used to make them with bench seats in the back. But yeah, so I mean, shit. You go, like I said, it's not gonna be cheap. Yeah, you're right. Like, yeah, I'm honest. Like I said, they're gonna need a van or something. So, but yeah. So they make the SUV, they make the Suburbans now. Do they make the Suburbans with the bench seats? Whatever it is, they're gonna need something big. She's gonna need something big for them 7 kids. So, but yeah. Then you got that. He's got to pay for the cars, the insurance. Like I said, man, that like I said, that shit ain't cheap. Not going to be cheap at all. Base model Suburban is 80. Yeah, exactly. A base model, 80K. That's fucking crazy. A base model Suburban is 80K. Man, you got to be kidding me. Yeah, a 80K base model Suburban. Damn. But yet, this man going home to a big ass house, a 4-bedroom house at the minimum, and he's not appreciated. he can't instill any discipline in his stepkids, right? But you expect this man to do all this without any gratitude. Yeah. So yeah, she's gonna be, if she can't get back with her baby daddy, she just shit out of luck for a while. You know, and all these kids are under 12. That's crazy. You got 7 kids under the age of 12 by one dude. But like Messy Sean say, she wanted all that pleasure. That's what that was. She wanted that pleasure. She didn't think about nothing else but that pleasure. That's all it was. There's nothing else in her head. Not requiring marriage or nothing. Just hey, just come and get it. Just come knock me down. So that's at least 10 years with this dude. That's crazy. That's really crazy, man. But you know, hey, it is what it is, yo. It is what it is. But you guys, thanks for coming through. Appreciate y'all, my eyes. RBN. You guys, y'all have a good day. It's raining out here in Dallas. Trying to get into work, but nope. Talk to you later. But yeah, you guys, y'all have a good one, man. I appreciate y'all coming through. I just wanted to talk about that real quick. You know, I just can't believe that the sisterhood went in on Kitty Rose for telling this lady that she better off getting with her baby daddy. Like I said, the sisterhood, it don't matter if you with the sisterhood or not. You say something they don't like, boy, they gonna go in on you. They will go in on you. They don't care who you are. Say something they don't like. Say something they don't agree with. They don't agree with. It's hammer time. All right, but y'all, thanks on my eyes. I appreciate it. But yeah, you guys, y'all have a good one, man. And like I always say, please be good to yourself. By all means, let's be good to one another. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. New text message from 79,000.